I've got a present for you.
Player defeated.
Okay, so the game has started. Top left-hand side is Zain. He'll play Allied throughout. Bottom right-hand side is Andy. He'll play Soviet throughout. Doesn't mean to say you're necessarily stuck with America or Iraq, although you'd imagine the Soviet player will do. So you may see some cannons out of Zain as the series goes on. Some maps he may opt to play France, but it's generally going to be an Allied America versus Soviet Iraq on Hec 3. So bottom right-hand side. I think this one here is generally considered to be a better spot than the top left. Have the opportunity to move to the gems quite early. Sometimes quite difficult to defend this area early on as well. It's been a while since I've seen Zain play on Yuri, so I have casted actually a couple of games of him on Red Alert over on Fortune Chaos, but actually to see his allied on Yuri Revenge, not something I've seen for a little while. Obviously, back in the day, it was before my time. I think we're sort of talking a couple of years ago, something like that. Zain and Andy was a massive show match. I think it's kind of described as the equivalent of an Andy versus Legend nowadays. But Zain obviously playing a lot of Valorant. Obviously streams a little bit as well, but generally, yeah, he's more of a Valorant player now himself. So not as in the same shape as he was before, but still sure he's got lots of tricks up his sleeve.
Seal ready.
Seal comes out. MCV move comes into the middle. Doesn't go all the way. Interesting, we normally see it coming there. Maybe he's concerned of a dog block with the dogs in there as well, would force a drone. Sentry comes out and also wants to defend the MCV. He's going to rally point it. He was putting the IFE in front to use as fodder for the Seal to come in. Does move the MCV again. It's a fairly important rep that. It wasn't the worst I see in the world. Sorry, the worst Seal in the world. Does get the rep. Does force it to be sold. But did delay the MCV. The MCV moved obviously into here, built a sentry, and then now moved again. So got some joy there. Power drop coming in. Maybe it should be a defensive one coming in here as well. So it's going to ult the rep. Pillbox comes out, which is probably not a good thing, if anything. Does get the cell, I believe. Yeah, looks like he got the soul there. Yeah, at least keep these rockets to work and deploy the power drop nice. And now he'll be able to hold nice and comfortable. Moves all of these miners down there. That's really nice. Does take care of that rhino there. Couple of grizzlies on the field. But all of these miners here on the gems eating it so fast, and his eco is going to be really nice. And I walk forward with this power drop now. There is a sentry there as well, and the miner fodder should really help as well. There's a radar out now as well. Seal comes out with the allied player in Zain. Pushes a rocky forward onto that sentry. Another sentry does come out. Miner's there just to help. Here comes the Seal. Defensive power drop again. There is a Deso. Has he gone AFK on this Seal? No, he doesn't notice it now. There's a Deso on the cliff. Does take care of that. Might get caught here though. Does get out, that's fine. Gonna now push in. That's nice. That MCV is a juicy target there. The sentries are there. Does he just click down on it? He will get it. Doesn't get anything with the War Factory. That leaves his opponent on one War Factory. So Andy just one War Factory. Doesn't matter what eco he's got. Has got a radar. The counter punch should be coming. Gonna need pillboxes, prisms, and Rockies as well. Can't fight this, Zain. with pillboxes. There is a flak coming, so even with the Rockies, defensive power drop's going to come into here, so he's going to aim to come up to this side. Wants to see if he can get some chip damage done with these Rockies prior to that flak coming. Our plant going to go down. He should now be in a hole. Just needs a pillbox here. With the Rockies here, though, he's fine in the holds. Black would probably suspect an NG in there. Nice opening game for Zain, though. Give him a bit of confidence boost coming into this first one. The flak is up on the top right hand side. It's now going to move in. Rhino's coming around the left, so trying to find the diversion. What is the target? He's got a few NGs here as well. There's another one there as well. He can't build pillboxes because he doesn't have the MCV. So doesn't get that much joy actually from that. It's not going to be enough. Really could have done with a war factory. Going to lose a fair few Rockies here. It was a good trade for Andy, but going to need bigger trades at this point, really. Double war factory versus one. Respect to Andy for still fighting this. Some players may have just gone out. I mean, it's still an opportunity here, but we'd need to really land a really good couple of NGs up there to get himself back into this. Surprised maybe not a crazy Ivan. Zain doesn't even need to back off in here. Although he needs to be careful now with the Desos coming. Desos doing a decent bit of work. Needs to be careful now. Andy making a good job of this. Adol Lab is out. Really nice prism as well. And should really think about an NGIP here just to repair these units. Surprised that Andy may have opted to use the miners as fodder to help. I think Zain should just opt for a BF here as well. The NG IFE comes. Rhino's on the left hand side, there's just 3. On the right hand side we have Connie's.
Player defeated.
And he just quit. First game goes to Zain. We go to dry heat. So Zain there just moving the seal to the right hand side, just caught Andy for a second watching it, and then dived on the MCV with sort of 5 Grizzlies, was able to take care of that, and that was a big moment in the game. No counter punch was able. We'll try and read your comments as we go through the series.
Tech building captured. Player defeated.
Zain was a little bit slow on the MCV, but we are on dry heat. This would be a map that should really benefit the Soviet player here. Traditionally don't see too much allied on here. Zain opted to play it. It might be because of concern of other maps that he probably won't want to get involved in. Although the maps such as Face Down and Hail Mary, Zain is the one that will have the cannons, which are more favourable, I think, than playing the Soviet. Could still make Soviet work on them maps, and definitely with Andy on them sort of maps, he's just so good. They're all almost automatic wins for him, them maps. I think that's why we so often see players like Legend wanting to completely avoid them. His dog's got a little bit of value, killing some of the Connies. Zain mass GIs here at the front. Just going to walk them forward. players with a war factory next. Flak comes out for Andy. There's the NG. Don't think he'll go for an oil. I think he was going to aim for the war factory possibly, but the pillbox came out. Oil on the right hand side is nice. This GIs haven't got any value yet. Still think he wants something in here rather than just an oil with this. Yeah, that's a big concern now. Sentry comes out to attack his fodder as well. Does sell it. That's interesting. Surprised he didn't continue to push there. Another maybe a power plant and keep building the sentries, but he's happy with that for now. Gets the war factory, it's huge, and the barracks as well is even bigger. So he's going to need a massive amount of value out of these GIs, which I don't think is going to be possible. I think Andy's showing why it's so hard to play Allied in here.
Player defeated.
Weak Mind 1, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, Andy's sort of showing the Allied player why it's so hard to play Allied on here. Nice from Andy. Andy obviously the one in yellow in Soviet. So quite quickly we go to 1-1. Thank you very much for the follow. Johnny's in the chat. Big shout out again to NG and Savage sponsoring the series. Both players putting up $20 each. Big respect. Death Charge. Savage with 100 biddies. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. Still need to move that when I'm on the opening screen there. Kind of covers up a little bit. So Death Charge. We're just going to keep the games rolling. Interesting to know. I only found this out a couple of days ago when playing. When doing a stream actually with NG actually. This is pre-captured Death Charge. RA2 it's not.
Tech building captured.
So this middle is pre-captured. Obviously traditionally on RA2 this is not. So these are pre-captured. Looks like we've got lag. Yeah, they did, yeah. Okay, looks like NG, haha, has lost connection. Yeah, so this is pre-captured. Both players did agree. Just as chat pointed out there. Thank you, Savage. Allied versus Soviet. Pre-captured. We don't normally see this. So bunker war could be the key here. It does get the Connie in there. Dog was trying to stop the conscripts. Pillbox has come out. I would imagine you'll see Andy possibly bunker walk here. Or just going to turtle up for now with the bunkers. Yeah, very important you hold these oils in the middle. Do start on a big patch of gems, that must be said. The radar comes out early. Yeah, so 4 opening oils. Obviously RA2 you have to get into the middle, which obviously costs you money. Then you have to build the NGs, and then obviously you don't capture them until the first sort of minute and a half or so until getting, or however long it takes to sort of get there. But Prism is out, whereas here you're straight on. So low power hits. The Rockies are out. Prism outranging. So Black Cannon out. And a lot of GIs now. There is gonna get the lander bunker. Isn't gonna be able to get up there. Rookies still just taking a little bit of damage there. And Prism comes out. Oh, the bunker just gets the Prism. Really important moment that was. Really important moment. If he was able to save that, repair that Prism. By the time that third Prism would have come again, that would have been devastating for for Andy. So there is a radar in the middle. There's a Tesla troop being built. I'm not sure if that was by mistake. Rhino's here, so we're going to see probably a naval. There we go. He's going to transport these probably straight to the base. Needs a black gate, does as well. And up for the power. Does. Let's take down the power. The black troopers are out. Not sure how I feel about death charges as pre-captured. Obviously a reason why it's done, but I'm not sure how I feel about this map. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure how I feel about pre-captured. Really want to use these Rockies to stop this. Rockies have got to sit in here. Not sure if he's possibly unaware. Doesn't get the flak. Prism does come out. He's going to target maybe the flak, and then he would have had free license just to go and kill them with his Rockies. Not going to get any joy anyway. The flak will go down. So it does go down. If we look at the middle now, Zain has control. 1, 2, 3 miners there on the left. 3 miners here on the right. I took another oil as well. This oil has already gone down top, so we'll leave them on 1 oil as of now. There's a battle lab and a nuclear reactor out. Siege chopper comes out. Naval is out for Zain. And he is very rich. And Zain is not. Could potentially, if he needs the money, look to sell off a couple of things maybe in the middle as well. Probably doesn't need them free prisms there anymore. Yeah, that'd be a cool feature actually. Yeah, that'd be a cool feature. Dude, imagine there's a flak cannon probably ready. Although it does have the sea shots to go. Now, he's gonna get the battle lab. Submarines on the water as well. There's another thing you can't see with submarines or dolphins as well in spectator view. Can't get that. The naval now out from Zain. Being pumped to fight back against the submarines. Dolphins are there as you can see. In the middle though. So treble naval here from the player in yellow, which is Andy and Soviet. Doing so much work. Has to deploy that. Battle lab back out. So Iron Curtain is about to be ready. There's a chronosphere as well. You can't I see a dread. Just thinking what the ICs here. Hasn't got the siege choppers anymore. You know, siege choppers could come in. If they could land in here, then be IC'd, but... Tanya is out. That's nice. That is nice. Gonna lose a lot of Rockies to save that, but he does say that it wasn't as bad as 1 vs 4. Allied shipyard gonna go down here. Dreadnought is out. So it looks like Andy's won the naval battle. He did go treble naval shipyard initially. That's getting elite as well. So the oils go down. And it is 1 oil apiece now. 1 oil being there and 1 oil being there. Yeah, agreed, Valve. I don't think Andy got himself into the best start, but that's predominantly mainly down to the fact he obviously played Soviet here against Allied early as well, which is hard. But ever since that sort of opening engagement in the first few minutes on here, he's done a lot of things well, very well indeed. The dread's going to come in. It's going to take the lab. Zane's struggling with a way to win this, so he does chrono the dread. The Sea Scorpions did a little bit of work as well. Icy has been ready a long time. Here comes the next dread. And this will be an issue now. Zain has the eco. It's 5.5k. And Andy is broke. Well, there's a grand in the bank now. Submarine's just following this dread as well. Oh, Power Drop does some nice work. Power Drop does do some nice work, so it does get that oil. This dread just stuck. But it doesn't have the Sea Scorpion to defend there. Double dread now. Oh, well, that Power Drop, could it maybe choke into there? Sea Scorpion comes back out. He's got some robot tanks here. Looks like Zane's got up to do so. So there's nothing left to mine here. He has no oils. Chronosphere is about to be ready. Oh, the robot tank goes down. I think Zane's lost this. I don't see how Zain can put this on his head. He does see that as well. Yeah, no force shield, so this has got pretty well. These two dreads. What do we make of this map in Yuri's Revenge? Obviously a map we do see in RE2, but with the pre-captured, what do we make? Do you think it's a good addition, or do we feel like it doesn't really work too well? So Andy goes to 2. 2 games to 1. Zain taking in the opening game. And then Andy taking the next 2. So we go to Caverns. Caverns of Siberia. One veto is called. Are Andy and Zain on the same level in Yuri? No, Andy's a better player. Used to be a couple of years ago, a very good matchup between the two, but gonna go to Reckonal. Let me just catch up with chat. Bergsam pre-cap is good for sure. But obviously these guys aren't playing on their preferred faction. So there's 3 videos we're going.
Tech building captured. Player defeated.
Yeah, I think it's very early as well. It's only 10 days. We'll see how the meta works out over depth charge for the middle bit. My initial reaction is I don't like it pre-capped. Is my initial reaction. But yeah, it'll probably grow. I mean, it's only 10 days in, to be fair. But yeah, they did have a 5 in the middle. But yeah, I suppose depends which way you like. But it's definitely worth trialing and bringing these RA2 maps into C. We can't obviously just have a new map that comes into the pool and after 10 days say we don't like it and then chuck it out, because I think we're a lot of Yuri players are screaming out for more maps, so we're not always, some of the maps that come in won't always work straight away, so definitely give it time. But yeah, more maps coming in, especially the Rambo tournament. I've seen a lot of maps on there that have a lot of potential to be played on Yuri. So Revenge. That's obviously we're thinking about the mags and the boomers in mind. Let's get the MCV deployed. Concerned Zain was going to dog block him there for a while. So Zain brings an NGIF. Back to the game. Let's force the undeployed. Oh, I think he was trying to run over the NG there. Sometimes you can get lucky and achieve that. Up for the oil. The sentry's probably not ready yet. Oh, that does come away. Oh, that NG just comes so far away from the IFE. A little bit slow there. So 1 miner. So it has gone 0. 2 miners currently in the field and under radar. So there's the other miner. He's going to move into his gem patch here. I've seen this before. So early aggression from Andy. Trying to take map control. NG is coming around to the left hand side. So the MCV has been deployed. There'll be no sentry. Oh, there is. I'm surprised that sentry, that MCV only got deployed, so he was fully aware. Clicked it straight away. Yeah, a couple of NGs gone down from Zain, and really important if you're going to spend the money on them NGs. You've got to try and get some joy. So power drop here. This is a big rep. That's a really big rep. That's nice for Zain. That'd be nice. You could use that power drop and just come sit on the cliff. Miner goes down. Desperately needs to run him into here with a pillbox with his grizzlies behind. He's going to be able to hold here. Zain will hold. With the reinforcements coming in as well will help. But just shows you how strong these grizzlies are. Power drop coming up to the top left hand side now, which we'll track back on. Has got an elite GI in there as well. Gonna probably build a bunker in here maybe, and a sentry comes out. There is an NG. Zain doing well here actually. Power drop still no movement. Oh, the dog comes out but doesn't stop it. It's gonna try and get that miner. He's moving it. Oh, nice power drop. Yeah, I like this power drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Connie, so that's nice. Power drop should have got some joy up here, just to realise that you should have really got some joy up there. At least force maybe another sentry or 2 more. You could have maybe come in and walk around to the ref or try for the wall factory. Another power drop. Maybe going to choke it again into here would really then force a radar, which it has. Yeah, definitely a brave tactic here from what Andy's doing. Just seeing these grizzlies shuffle over. So the miner count is 1, 2 into there. 3, 4, 5. 3 of them which are on gems. A couple of Rockies coming over for the Desos. Black Trooper comes out. Grizzlies here on the left. Rhinos here on the left hand side. Going to push in into here. And Zain just needs to be careful of his positioning here. Needs to get back over to this side here. Doesn't look like he has the numbers here to defend this. Prism comes out. Does split off 2 grizzlies. which is going to do well to hold his MCV here. Yeah, interesting move that one. Going to hold the War Factory. Oh, it does get the engine there. Really nice. Not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Yeah. Zain was doing some nice stuff there. I like his power drops. I really liked them, but didn't land either of the NGs. That's quite good. Also sent 2 Grizzlies off. He needed to come back and defend there. And just a radar with a barracks and areas depots that are able to be built. So yeah, Savage has called it. Looks like a GG. Looks like Andy's going to go 3 games to 1. I think we're now going to see Zain quit. GG cool. Oil goes down, but GG's called 3 games to 1. Yeah, he moved the MCV into this right hand side. I think it was Andy, I've seen him do that before. And then the power drops come in. There's a couple of nice power drops, but the bunker was nice as well with the sentry. Just made it really hard then for Zain to push in. Like with the choke point blocked off, I thought he was obviously feeling that he could be able to build up a few Grizzlies and then go in there and wipe that expansion out, which would include the MCV. But the bunker and the sentries just helped a lot, didn't it? And Paul says Andy trolls half the time. Yeah, when Andy's knows he's winning a game or knows he's going to win a series, he'll definitely pull out some tricks, some entertainment. I think it's not really a question of who's the most entertaining player to watch. I think for me it's Andy, and it's not really up for debate in my opinion. Some other players might prefer others. Andy now goes to Cuba. Score is 3 games to 1. Looks like we're happy to lock and load again. This series is sponsored by NG Haha and Savage, 40 USD for the winner. Of course, no prize money for the loser. So $40 for the winner and a best of 15. 3 games to 1. Andy playing as his weakest faction, which is Soviet. Andy obviously traditionally an Allied / Yuri player. I couldn't tell you up to date what Zain really plays. I believe Zain is an Allied player, plays some Yuri as well. I'm not sure if he ever touches Soviet too much, but yeah, I think he's traditionally more of a Yuri's player with Allied. But again, I could be wrong. Seen Zain play everything. Yeah, I can say I've seen him play some Soviet, but I didn't know if he can just play all 3 or if he has a couple of better factions. So, Arabian Oasis, Andy goes to Cuba. Very rare we see Andy play Soviet. Yeah, we only really see Andy play Soviet when kind of having to be put on a handicap in a series. He says it's too boring. I think a lot of Allied players can sort of understand where he's coming from. Yeah, Cuba is out. Very slow over that wall, isn't it? And here the little Cuban men come. Still has this alive. So here we go. You guys are going to kill me if I miss that, so I will keep an eye on that. Cuban men OP. New meta, boys. New meta. Yeah, Zain's NGs. Yeah. Yeah, just especially in their last game as well. We're seeing it. Throwing a lot of money in for the NGs with with little joy.
Ready.
I mean, he slowed down Andy there a little bit and did get the rep, so that was better. That was a lot better. Definitely slowed him down that time, but yeah, probably would have wanted more joy. Got a minor AFK actually. Power drop coming in here. This is quite scary. This is just a moment if you were watching Andy stream here. I can promise you now, if Andy was streaming this and watching this out, he would be absolutely in chill mode. I'm not a care in the world. Zain should really be looking at pressuring him a little bit more. This is going to be nasty. Doesn't get the war factory, I don't think. Oh, he did. Now you can repair that with a. You can repair that with an NG. This has a ceiling. But now look, Andy just shield mode. Three Rhinos going to come push forward. GGIs are out. Need to get them in an offensive position. The IFB goes down. You can see Cuba are lining back up again. A terrorist. Surprised Andy didn't ult there. I suppose he probably doesn't see that much value in it with a rep right behind. Two miners AFK there. It's gotta stop this. Gotta stop this. Gotta stop this. It's on 4 miners. So Harrier can come in. This Harrier really needs to land. It does land. So yeah. And there's a lot of money invested into this. That must be said. You know, there's a radar he's had to go. And the amount of money that's in that black. Of course, Andy is having a good time. Does miss that time. He'll probably want to get that flak back to base and maybe build another flak and go again and reload up. There were 2 Harriers on the field now. Yeah, it does repair with a service depot. Smart from Andy. But he is broke, Andy. And Zain, this should really be Zain's game. Even though Andy got a lot of joy early on. Actually, with his terrorists. 5 miners. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a battle lab. So yeah, like I said, Tanya comes out as well. Yeah, Zain did, didn't he? Yeah, there's a bit before, just before I started to come back, I believe, where Zain was so highly rated. I did speak to Andy not that long ago. Actually, I was just watching one of his streams, and he was sort of saying, you know, back in the day, Zain was probably his toughest ever sort of match in his eyes in terms of how good his skill level was. So it's a shame to see Zain where he is now, but that's because he plays another game, so that's expected. So Tanya coming in. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? And now he ults the War Factory and it's GG. Unless he can counter punch right now. He has a BF on the field. Tanya doing a bit of work. What the fuck? Like I said, there was a lot of money invested there. There was 4 Harriers on the field, and that would be the frustrating thing if I was Zain, because he has 4 Harriers on the field. Just got to stop that flak track. Just got to stop the flak track. There's no desos. That is quite important. So Zain should just be spamming from the barracks here. Should just be spamming. I would almost probably be going GIs possibly. There is still a Tanya here. So he does have a service depot, so just one war factory. Tanya goes down. Does he ult? Andy will shoot it, we'll sell it, yeah. The miners are here as well. The BF. goes down. That's quite big. There's still a war factory here. Needs to put these Rockies here as well. Yeah, there's the flak track. I think he could have still made this work, Zain, you know. Especially with that BF as well. There's an NG over here, so they're ready to repair their war factory anyway. He brings his miners back. I'd like to see like a rally point into here, which is GIs on repeat. There's no deso. Here's 11k. The radar went down as well, so no Harriers. Yeah, probably about to see it. Yeah, so here comes the MCV. Ardy, rightly calling that right. GGI's come. Can you get that up and there on the cliff? Blacks are just OP against infantry, aren't they? So Zain's still looking, try to make something work here. And he should be able to get a rep up into here. No way. No way. How much difference will it make? I don't think so, but... It does then put a barrack and a sentry comes out. There's 4 shield! I forget he has a 4 shield! There's another MCV though. GI comes out, elite GGI, sorry, GGI comes out. We just use the miners to come take care of the GGI. But it does have an MCV now, and this game is swinging. Slightly. You just can't give away an elite though. Just can't give away an elite. He knows this, Andy, he wants the elite. There we go. Now he's lost. That wasn't by any means a random elite. He knew there, Andy, what he was doing. Get that, the veteran in there. Get that to get the MCV, and it was always going to turn elite. Andy says, did you almost get a war? He was asking, did he almost get a war as in back at his base? It's still scary though. GGIs, but the elite there is very strong. Is controlled well by Andy, would get a lot of joy, but does force him to restart. Yeah, just got to keep bringing that barracks. Going to sell these off. Should just be selling these off, giving away more elite units. Still hasn't loaded this up. Needs that barracks. Is Andy going to lose this? Oh yeah, Andy hasn't got any money. Yeah. He can't do anything. He gets a ref though now. And these are ready to tip straight away. 3 miners though. Oh, does get 1. He just needs to keep walking. Just got to keep walking. What a fucking... stupid game. Doesn't really want to go into that bunker. It's such a long way to walk back around. Yeah, with the elite 2 miners. Nice control from Andy. He's just going to try and get whatever he can. Zain is now starting to struggle with his eco. Definitely could consider moving these miners to the middle. But the distance they're going to there, he might as well go to the middle almost. He sent the elite round. So 2 Rockies. And they should be able to defend that probably, to be fair. Doesn't need to come all the way back. I think with 2 Rockies and a couple more elite GGIs in here. But sell the ref, that's not an issue. Okay, so the blacks come with him. He should just come into here with a couple more GGIs. I'm not sure this is going to work too well for Andy. Oh, that garrison building earlier would have been nice. Andy going to try and wrap all the way around. Has sold off the MCV. And he's just got 2 buildings to take care of here. One, but 1 building to kill. Can he get it though? Because the Connies will do so much work into the GGIs. The elite trying to kill miners. What the hell? Let's get a flak there. There's just 1 flak track left. And there is 2 Rockies. Yeah, Zain wins, doesn't he? This elite's got to kill his whole base. Let's send the flak back. Needs to be careful because this is what Andy wants. He wants him to try and come out and try to get round. He needs to just make sure that he blocks the choke point off. Or deploy. Needs to micro that miner as well. Doesn't want to lose that miner. Oh, he does so well. Again. Rocky's going to chase it, but it's going to be repairing by the time he gets shot down. Flak's coming over. Does leave himself a little bit exposed back here now. MGA saying I don't think Andy can defend. I feel like Andy's going to win this. Just because there's no ref. This is all he's got. And I don't know if he has enough GIs to defend against the dogs and the Connies. Because the GGIs will just melt to it. Just, I don't know. I feel like Andy's going to win. Oh no, bad call. I think this is going to be a bad call on my half. Dog's still doing work. Don't think this is going to be the right call. Does he keep the miner alive? Just got to keep walking now. He should be able to have it now. It's going to take so long to kill that barracks. The GIs are there. There's a couple of them there. Oh, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Oh my god, no way. You've got to be shitting me. It's repairing. Andy wins. Andy wins. What the fuck just happened? Lift the GGIs and you win. So GGIs do more damage to a building if they're stood up, do they? Than they do when they're deployed? I think that's what Andy was referring to. What a game. I'd be so tilted if I was Zain. Although he did so well to come back into that with a combination of Andy just having the time of his life. But he doesn't even have the money to repair it though, so... He doesn't have the money to repair it, but the miner's just going to come take care.
Player defeated.
What a game. I'm going to take a piss real quick. Savage with the bits. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. I'll definitely move my stuff around in this left-hand corner. But yeah, Savage, also one of the sponsors for this series, is a potential of Andy versus Legend after this. Andy says I had a sentry in the bottom right, by the way. I don't think Zain noticed it. I definitely didn't. Because I see him come into this bottom right-hand side in spot number 1 as well, with that Rhino when he chased it with the with the Rockies and I didn't see it. So yeah, 1 second. Just reading what chat says. Andy was saying he's surprised he didn't build a war factory back at his base. And Zain says because I went for the barracks. Andy said I did see the NG2. It tried to move, but too many hills. Zain says, but I think it didn't give me the option to make a war factory because it didn't have so barracks. Clicked on the hill. It doesn't move MCV. Low DMZ. Andy now tries Libya. OP Libya, boys. Savage Ellis is the most exciting series I've seen in a while. It often is with Andy, isn't it? Let's lock and load.
Tech building captured. Player.
So bottom left is Zain, continues as America. Obviously he has to play Allied throughout the series. And top right hand side is Andy. He's opted for Libya. We all know how strong Libya are on this map. No jokes. So yeah, we should see some demo trucks from Andy at some point. Interesting to know. Does one Harrier sniper a demo truck, or does it need to be an Eagle? So do you require 2 Harriers to shoot a demo truck? That I don't know. I'm sure Andy will make me find out. But it should be really hard to make any sort of demo trucks work here. But Andy, I'm sure, will prove me otherwise and show me how he makes it work. So Zain starts on the bottom side with his miner onto the gems. On the right hand side, same thing as well. Both players have the same opening build. Zain just leaves a dog next to the barracks, stop the Connies coming out. Although the Connie's going to come out from the power drop. That's probably to try and prevent a bunker being garrisoned from Zain, but uses the power drop to use them. An offensive power drop comes in from Zain. Radar comes out early. IFE comes out. Seal comes out. Flak comes out as well. We're just looking at the IFE there with the seal. Not sure if there's anything in this. Radar comes out. It's a power plant. That's it. Probably not enough. Just put him low power though. I know Woody. Obviously, we know Woody famously. I know he's someone that does like to really focus on power plants, slowing their opponent down. But I'm not sure on that occasion how good that was. Well, it does keep the RF alive though, so that's quite important. It means he doesn't slow down his build time, and allows him to put another seal into there. I mean, either player would be too disappointed with that trade-off. It's the flak coming now. This is the flak that we're unsure what's in. Double power drop. There is a radar, but obviously no deso because of the Libya. Does get it. Does get that as well. So can't build sentries. The truck is loaded. Oh my god, the truck is loaded. Come out of here. Fuck. It actually didn't get anything done, to be fair. Jesus. So 3 rhinos on the bottom very left. Don't know if Zain has seen this. Connie's on the top left hand side. So Andy just left with the 1 more factory. But our lab is out now for Zain. And bear in mind we see a miracle here. This has to be game for Zain. He has to make this 4-2 here. Expect them to see an NG flak. It will say that, won't it, MCV? And he quits. So Zain gets himself a point back onto the board, gets himself to 4-2. Zain obviously did take the lead in this one, which was a nice game on Heck. You know, just a genuine decent game. America versus Soviet. Zain played well there, got himself on the board. But since then, Andy's had a little bit of fun. Got himself into a 4-1 lead. Zain taking that point though on DMZ, and it goes to 4-2. Proven is called, vetoed by Zain. Hail Mary is then called. So France was Zain, and Andy stays as Libya. This could be interesting though, as Libya is such a small map. There is a potential to get a demo truck off, but also the potential to cause damage to himself. So we're going to go again.
Tech building captured. Player defeated. MCV move here from Andy and Zain. Zain keeps reading. One of the things I've played some games on here with Andy 3-4 months ago, I think back in the end of the summer, and Andy played this map, and I think me and Doofus were in the lobby with him, maybe Apple Drop, and he did kind of show us how you can play this map and not be bothered about the middle. Kind of like sort of play the middle for as long as you can, but once you can't, get out and then play the oils. So the 4 oils here, 4 oils and here gives you 8 oils, and the back 2 that you start with, that's 10 oils, and kind of play that. And the idea is that Zain will spend money in the middle taking control of that, but once you run out of the eco, then you're left with very little. And obviously you look to try and harass up here. Radar comes up on that top side. Going to be another bunker coming again. The next bunker's coming. There will be a cannon coming. Another one coming. Now he's in big trouble. And it's Andy who takes complete control in the middle. Let's have a rep on the top side. Desperately wants to get a cannon now.
Cannon comes out defensively. Desperately need to get that cannon into here. You gotta see a demo truck come as well. You know that's what Andy wants. You know, there we go. You know that's what he wanted. I can't really work out why the cannon came up here. But this Milo looked like super fast. Gets up to the ref. Takes care of it. GG called. That was an interesting game. Not sure why did anyone know why the cannon came up to the top side? The GIs did do a decent, you know, they used a running track down the side. Spectators were happy with what they saw down the side there. Savage again with 100 biddies. Thank you very much, Savage. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Let's keep the scoreboard ticking along. We see Russia now. We see Russia. This must be hard for Zain. It's a big spare for here for Zain because there'll be moments in here where Zain will be frustrated and kicking himself. I suppose you could compare it to, you know, like almost like an athlete, you know, knows what to do, knows how to do it, but where his body just can't keep up with him anymore. And I suppose in a weird way, that's how I'd explain this to Zain. You know, he knows how to play this game, he knows how to deal with Andy, but just doesn't have the reps anymore, or just not there anymore, is he, to do this. Where, you know, Andy having real fun here with Zain, where in the past this used to be an absolute classic of a show match, but just unfortunately not anymore for Zain. And as I spoke about earlier on the stream, that's just because Zain plays another game in Valorant. And probably credit to Andy, he's probably kept improving over the years as well. Babsad, hope it motivates Zain to get back to full force. He has been playing show matches, been playing on Unfortunate Chaos's stream, playing some RA2. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see some more of Zain. So this is Yin Yang, RA2 map, been in the Yuri map pool. I think this might be the second month, maybe the third. I love Yin Yang, I think it's a good map. So power drop we start with in the corners, oil in the corners. That War Factory is vulnerable to a power drop there from Zain. I'd imagine, yeah, I'm going to say Andy would have been aware of that, and yeah, likewise. And Zain probably going to fall for the trap of putting his power drop right there. Andy's IQ a lot bigger than mine when it comes to this game. Okay, it goes to the backhand side corner, to be fair, right in the corner, doesn't come up into this cliff. Double NGIP here. So there's no sentry now. So now he gets the power to be sold off as well. Nice start. Can he get that power drop to work as well? Gonna run. Oh, he gets it. Oh, he gets it. I think he was thinking his rhinos were going to run it over and he wasn't going to get that in. Deploys it and then sells it. Looks like Zain going to get another point on the board here. Looks like he may have rally pointed it. There's double barracks on the field, so not much of an advantage to get the barracks. Unless he gets it here and puts a sentry down to kill off the ref. Doesn't get that. Connie's going to come to the left-hand side. Rhino's coming in his base here now. His power drop is here. This sometimes it excites Andy, doesn't it? Because he knows he can ult there. You have to be fast on and selling it. I think he's going to allow that to go down for now. Yeah. Trying to harass the miner. And he's going to try and make something work. And this Connie's going to come in on the left-hand side. definitely wants a preempt pillbox there. GI's coming in to help. Could Andy maybe bring the miners, or is he happy to just... Doesn't feel like he needs to go all in right now. And he's just trying to keep him busy, isn't he? And wants that rep up there on the top side. Coming into this side. GIs aren't in place there, and he's going to ult it. He gets it. You know, he would have wanted that. But the counter punch has got to be strong here. There's just one rider on the field versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One Connie still harassing. Power drop coming in because there's still a radar on the field. Obviously, this one went down. And he quits. So 4-3. So the double NGIFB working there for Zain. 5-3, apologies. Gonna go to face down. Looks like we're good.
Tech building captured.
So face down.
Player
Andy
defeated.
Soviet continues, but he continues as Libya this time. 1 win and 1 defeat as Libya, losing on DMZ as Libya, and Zain winning the game. And Andy, sorry, winning the game on Hail Marys. 1 win, 1 defeat as Libya. Zain bottom right. Andy moves his MCP right into the middle. Both players start with an oil tech workshop that repairs your units coming out of the war factory. I'd imagine Andy may even... Yeah, he's going to come aggressive here. He is going to come aggressive. He's going to walk with the barracks. Bunkers are going to come. Still doing a little bit of work though. No France from Zain. Very interesting. Very interesting. Opts for the power drop. Not sure if it's a mistake or he generally wants to play with America. Feels that that can work. Pillbox comes out. Pillbox comes out with the GIs. Let's slow that down. Thank you very much for the follow, Monk. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, but thank you very much for the follow. He needs to move these miners. Can't lose the miners. Going to try and walk around here. had a parcel at the door. Apologies. Parcel at the door. So GG called. Oil's gone down. Apologies. So 3 miners at the back here. And he just done 1 miner, but he has control of the gems and obviously the oil on the left-hand side. So if Zain had a cannon, then he could just stop the walk. This is going to keep coming. Whereas if he had a cannon, this would be prevented. And he moves the MCV, but it's going to be a case of, okay, I'll just build another power or another barracks and do the same thing. Drone comes out as well, so Andy already... The drone gets in. Oh, that's frustrating. Across that the gems, you think he'd probably be okay. Let's save 1 grizzly. See what Andy's trying to... see what Zane's trying to do here. The walls come out. Let's get a miner. Another one comes out. He's going to move his MCV. I actually quite like this from Zain. I wouldn't bother about this barracks. I mean, there's just so many barracks. Oh, that one he TTs, loses that. That's quite big. I wouldn't bother with the barracks. Just you're losing too much damage for a barracks that he's already got. I'd like to see Zain maybe get a Rocky up as well. Force him into a flak. Two miners on gems versus 4. Oh, can he get a miner here? A miner would be nice again. Pulls this grizzly back to 1 tick of health. Clever play. And has a veteran as well. Veteran wants to go to elite. It would be a massive uphill task. But he's pinned in here. He can't get these grizzlies out now. A couple of Rockies would be nice. He needs to try and get a war factory here and prime that. Gonna lose the radar. Needs to deploy. So he's getting his miner back in the middle. Now if you can chrono his miners over to here and try to take some middle gems and just defend. Gonna dive on this miner, which I like. You can sell this up really and start over. Or TT and again, is he? Zain doing an excellent job here. Gets the sell. There's no miners on the field. There's an oil though, it must be said, but this is Zain's game to win now. So don't write Andy off just yet. You can sell these off as well, the bottom side as well. He needs another power in here to keep his power up though. But obviously with this tech workshop as well, his units are repaired in the middle as well. As a vet grizzly as well. Zain playing really well. Credit to Zain here. Oh, careful up this cliff though, Zain. Not a fight you should have really probably took, I don't think. It does win it. Keep this vet alive, it does. 1 grizzly, 2 grizzly. All 3 grizzlies go down. As the game's swinging back into Andy's favour. Looks like he's going to get a miner here, gets 1. Like he's got 10k here. I'd like to see Zain use his barracks. He's got 10k. I'd like to see him use his barracks. 4 or 5 GIs. You know, a couple of GGIs as well. He's got the money. GGI comes out. Uses the Connies to shoot the GGI as well. That's smart play. Yeah, Zain does that now. Gets a rep at the back here, so we're just going to mine that ore. Andy just on a war factory, a power plant and a barracks. Has the oil. The oil is key. You can just go and get that. That's nice. There's no sentry behind there, it looks like. So it gives him an oil back. And you can't build a sentry, obviously there's no MCV. So that's a really smart play there. And you'd war factory gets sold as well. So yeah, it is looking Zain's game. Yeah, he NG'd Andy's oil on the left hand side there, yeah. Really well played from Zain. Really well played from
Player
Zain.
defeated.
Fair play. Zain gets it back to 5-4 as well, and all of a sudden, for Andy having a little bit of fun on a couple of occasions. Zane's right back in it. I think we're all aware that Andy could go up a gear here or two. Andy says you wasted a lot of time there. But well played from Zain. And Zain says 0-1, so how exactly? Score is 5-4. Gonna go to glowing water. So this is pre-capsh, no Yuri. So Zain left hand side as Allied. This is glowing water. Did watch Andy play this as Allied earlier. I believe he played it as France. So Andy playing a lot of France himself in QM this month, and obviously Andy is Soviet. So glowing water for this map for people that don't know. Top right hand side is your oil. Bottom left hand side for the Allied plate is your oil. Power drop. The only thing you need to be mindful is make sure you capture this lighthouse up here, because an offensive power drop comes in, and if it captures that, it can reach the oil if fully garrisoned. Loses that power drop early. Connie's coming out as well. That's quite an important power drop. Obviously, an expansion onto the gems, but obviously Allied GIs are so strong in Yuri's Revenge. So Andy in the opening 50 seconds getting the advantage early on. A lot of Connie's coming out. Dog comes across, goes down from the Connie. Not sure how if it's scouted that top side. An NGRFE going to come. An offensive power drop comes out as well with these Connies. And Zain just can't leave these Connies to do what they want. Sometimes sort of Allied players don't really mind too much at Connies coming to their basics. Sort of underestimate them sometimes. And before you know, once they start creeping up like this with a Rhino coming behind, it can be quite nasty. Goes down there on the bottom right side. This looks to be an early game as well, because that ref's going to go down, so important. Can get the Rockies there to take some of these down. That power plant might be an issue. The MTV might be a push here to get, but with a Rhino coming in to back up as well. But actually I'm wrong, and he's going to get it with these Connies alone. That's tough. No ref on the field. So now this game.
Player defeated.
Really tough game there for Zain. Really tough. Just see there, just Andy, just for a second, put his head down there, just ensuring he got himself a point and just keeping that nice little lead. Sort of no messing around from Andy, no nonsense game. Andy says, "Got to turn it up if you after that disrespect." Yeah, kind of just like I was saying there, Andy just going up a gear there, wasn't he? 6-4 to Andy. So Andy needs to win this point to take himself to match point. This was a series I believe that Zain asked for. This sort of, not sure a case of challenged, but I think this come from Zain. I was in Andy's stream and it was put across to him. Do you want to play Zain in this matchup? So $40 for the winner. Sponsored by NG and Savage as well, so big ups to them guy. NG haha actually playing a couple games recently on the stream. Got a nice win against Doofus, 5 games to 2.
Really impressive there, playing as Allied and some Soviet as well. I then beat Knife, actually, I believe. 5 games to 4, was it? Nearly through that series, but Knife is a... although the connection wasn't pretty that day, Knife is a tough opponent at intermediate, for sure. So, yeah. Had Rick with me that day commentate as well. It was a nice series. It's just a shame we had some issues with lag as the series went on. Zain getting a scout, and we're on Tiburon. This is a decent map for Allied. This is a decent Allied map. Some players do move their MCV early here. So double NGIFE. There's a drone out. So he's going to use the bunker. Here they come. So barracks go down, so now no sentries. Gets the power as well. Keeps one NG alive. Now the drone should come in. Now the drone should come in. It should come in on this one. Although I suppose you could technically undeploy it and put it in the other IFE, couldn't you? If you're fast enough, which player at these levels would be able to do so. Nothing on the back of this just yet. Oh, that's big. That is big. So after Andy sort of making a comment about having to up his standards because of the disrespect, it is Zain who's had a really good opening and promising start here. Does lose the IFB there. Rocky's to take care of that. So no ref for a period of time here. Our 3 rhinos on the field. The ref now comes out. Should see another war factory come. Nice build as well here from Zain. I like this build. It's nice. Like I said, people traditionally move their CV, but he's been able to build down. Seal is out. It's quite a difficult build to be able to land a seal there. Maybe right on the edge of the ref, but you think that would become very hard. A radar comes out as well. Very turtled build. Black comes out. Maybe we had to force an MCV to get deployed again. But seal at the moment going to be hard. Coming down here on the bottom side. Cruelty squad in the chat. Welcome, buddy. Ooh, had it controlled on shoot. Doesn't get it. Very close. Barracks is nice though. Gets a barracks. The radar. Doesn't get the radar. I'm going to put it back in. Sorry, the flank. Black Adam would have been nice though, because we would have freed these Rockies up for a little while. Although it looks like he's losing a lot here. Actually, Zain. No counter punch yet, all from Andy. Looks like he's going to send it downfield. Going to bring his miners in to defend. Going to send it downfield. These Grizzlies have to get back to base ASAP. This is going to be quite a scary push here from Andy. Zain doing work, says Rick in the chat. But this push is going to be scary. Grizzly numbers aren't. There's not a great deal of them there. Needs to wait together. Desos are there. Should be able to hold now. No issue. Might be able to get some work in with the Desos though. Needs that. Doesn't get anything. Doesn't get any joy there, Andy. Defensive power drop. MCV moved. And the miner's just going to come and take care of that. Here comes a counter by a lot of Grizzlies. Lot of Grizzlies. Nice use of the Harrier. Andy quits. I'd like to see if Zain puts any sort of comment back, because Andy's won that last game very quickly and says, got to turn it up on you after that disrespect. And then Zain just turned his own game up there. Zain definitely going up a gear there. Double NGI. I know some people don't like it, but you're playing against Andy. Absolutely anything you can do to try and stop Andy on Yuri's Revenge has got to be done. Dust for Rain called. No comments from either player. Scores 6 games to 5. Just imagine if Andy was to lose this Might be a little bit of nerves creep into Andy, although he's not that sort of player, is he? Zain says wait. Zain calls veto. Downhill rush we'll go to. Scores 6-5. This is a big one, isn't it? Andy goes 7-5 here. It's tough. Zain has to win 3 in a row. Just need Andy to have one sort of game where he really puts his head down and plays somewhere close to his ability, and then it's going to be hard. Zain gets it a 6-6, and then brings out some NG, IFEs, that sort of stuff. Downhill rush. What do we think is an allied here? Not sure. I think downhill rush is a nice map. Been in the map pool for a while now. I remember originally you could build a navy here. That was the first one to come in, and obviously was then edited. But yeah, been in the map pool now for a little while. I think it's a map you can play all 3 factions on. You see allied Yuri and Soph here. Do you see some allied players going cannons here? Quite rare though, but cannons can be beneficial. But see, expensive, and they require the power as well. This dog going to get taken care of. Just interesting to watch this map. Sometimes it is possible to anti-scout your opponent. So Zain definitely hasn't scouted yet. And Andy going to garrison the forward bunkers and get a scout. So yeah, Zain scouted into here. It looks like, and that's it. Andy does play this as Yuri, and he has been known to build a war factory in here and repair the bridge and go lashes across. But Andy will be fully aware here that his opponent has not scouted him, and he goes for a drone as well to help prevent that as well. He goes for a raid. I would imagine probably build a rocketeer to come over and scout. Let's get a little bit of a look in, see what comes out. But he doesn't know what he's going into. That drone landed is big. Should hold. There's a target here. MCV goes down. Ref goes down. Doesn't mean anything. That ref though does. That ref is a good one. So just two miners. No ref. We'll be building that ref now. Does get away with a veteran, but does lose the MCV there. Offensive power drop coming in. Can a garrison this building it can? I'm not sure if that MCV will be in range. Should get the ref down and then be able to move it even if it was in range. I'd like to see him, like, I don't know, can he get into here and maybe get a ref as he pushes these grizzlies in? Oh, the war factory and the power plant. You got to deploy it. Where's he going? Where are you going? He could have done so much work there. Oh, Zain. He'll know it as well. He could have deployed that power drop and done so much work. War factory, a power plant, a barracks, a ref. I mean, he had all the GIs in there. If he just deploys them and kills them, he could have got a couple of big buildings there, couldn't he? Oh, Zain will be kicking himself. He just kills a war factory there, and then eventually you can just probably push him with the grizzlies. Making this work though, Zain. Got to click down on these rhinos.
Andy holding well. Needs his power drop coming. Gets an elite as well. Gotta go get that war factory. Can you walk in? Oh, double sentry comes out. Zain playing well. Just can't believe that power drop. And the elite is recharging. Trying for a miner. 3 grizzlies. 3 rhinos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grizzlies, but there is an elite. The defensive hold. The radar comes out. Does lose another grizzly. There's some chip damage, but does get a miner there. Let's deploy. We'll go over some of his own radiation as well. Does sell off the MCV just on 1 miner. We have an AFK one up there. What do you think? It's the elite. It's going to be so difficult. At elite. Just 1 miner. And he has 1500. And he could have killed his ball, why didn't he? I didn't really notice too much what happened on the right hand side. I was watching that on the left hand side, the seal. But the war factory from Zain in red, he could have done some decent work. The issue with the power drop now is there is the deso. He does bring a miner out from the war factory, which I like. There wasn't an elite here. Zain could probably go in and get a lot more joy, especially walking the power drop. I know there was a deso there, but probably could use the use a Harrier to take care with a couple of flags. But does have an NGRP here. This is the key for me. Bridge gets repaired. Base trade is on. Base trade is on. The base trade is on. You've got to react. Two buildings left. He's got to capture one. He's got to capture one.
Player defeated.
Hands on the back of my head. Feel for Zain there. I just needed to capture a building, which he so nearly did. He so nearly got that war factory. We'd have captured a building there. He would have stopped him coming back over that bridge and probably wins. Oh, that power drop. Great series, great series. 7-5. Got a jungle. Yeah, Zain is allied. Zain has been allied throughout. Zain has been allied throughout the entire series, and he's been Soviet throughout the entire series. Andy in yellow, Zain in red. Score is 7-5, and he needs 1 more point to take home the series. Both players are ready. Zain top left hand side. Andy on the bottom right side. Can Zain get himself back into this series? He's still here, just about 7-5. Has to win the next 3 against Andy. Tough ask, isn't it? Is a tough ask, but Zain's showing across many of these matches that he is able and he is capable to do so. But Andy just needs to, if he has one game where he gets close to his best, then you'd fear that would be the series over. But yeah, nice series so far. 7-5. Andy putting on a bit of a show as well, mixing a little bit up. Entertainment value. Arabian Oasis. What a spectacular game, to be fair. With the Crazy Irons, the Terrorist, the way the game ended as well. So some very, very nice games. And Zain playing his part as well, must be said. NG Flag. NG Flag is out. Might just come in here at the power plant. Let's get the cell,
Seal ready.
which is quite big. Ref now comes out, so that's absolutely fine. That wasn't big at all, and that's actually worked perfectly there for Zain. Did force him with a couple of pillboxes and GGI early, so Zain having to spend money himself. This bunker is fully garrisoned. Does now rally points here. Oh, it comes out so far on the other side. One, two, three, four, five, six miners versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Battle Lab is out. Those spires out. Battle Lab is out. 4 facts over on this top side. Looks like they were loaded with a combination of Connies. Oh, Rhino's coming inside. I did force a prison tower that side. Oh, nice power drop. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Looks like Miner's going to struggle here on this side. Does corner that one back. Needs to come back over and defend. There's nothing over that side to get offensive value anymore. Going to lose this Miner. It does. Now comes back to defend. IC is on the field. So the spy has gone in, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a spy. Defensive power drop. Yeah, no point going offensive now. This power drop here to get a little bit of joy. We are just pushing back. Just want to see a BF now. A BF here really out of Zain. Take care of the Desos. Dazzle redeems the suspense. How's Eco looking? 5 miners. Or the Deso does deploy, no joy there, gets 1 Mirage in fact. These miners are on top of each other, AFK. So the nuclear missile is ready in the Iron Curtain. He is ready on the field now. Get some joy. I don't know what he has in the back of this though. There's a Deso again. Again gets a little bit of joy. Rhinos are moving in. Needs to be wary of this because there is an IC with it as well. Needs to try and make this be an offensive one. Oh! And also the thing here is for Andy is like the only positive of your opponent having a spy is with this IC, you go kill a couple of grizzlies that are veterans. You go then get an elite yourself. Engages into here, does the IC, really nice there from Zain, doing everything that he should be. He wants to use these 2 Rockies to click on this grizzly. That's not IC, but really nice. There is a nuke on the field. Sea Shopper coming in and going to go for that battle lab. Force shield. That was it. Just wants a couple of IFBs here. And again, they have the potential to go elite as well. Needs a couple of IFBs here. He got 1. Just wants to get that over there. Sea Shopper's very strong. There we go. I need someone to counter. Drones are here. Oh, this is not what he wants to be doing. Get to the elite. Get to the elite. Doesn't get in. The nuke is on the way. What offensive alley. Just sees shoppers and drone and a Tesla. I sees a couple of drones. Let's get a little bit of joy. He needs the IFBs to come up as well. Nuclear missile is about to be ready. Wants to have a preamp Patriot missile as well. Just want some Rockies as well. Maybe just to try and help as well. Just 1 flak on the field currently. Zain is very rich. Drones are doing work. It's another one in again. That's the nuclear missile. Let's get the cell. It loses the radar war factory. Oil purifier does survive. So turtled up here, isn't he? Drone's doing work. IC is ready again. Still 1 survived. Get another one in. These choppers. Get it. Zain struggling to see out this game. There's some Harriers on the field now. MCV is going to be moved. Going to look to come in here. Now, the problem is, I know it does come exposed a little bit more. I'm going to go to the top right. Definitely moving this MCV now is where Zain needs to try and catch that out now. That MCV now is a lot more exposed. Prior to it was in here. No, that's not just going to win you the game, just taking care of the MCV, but definitely IFB gets droned, which he doesn't notice, which he does now. Slap on the stop side. I see the MCV or force shield. Force shield first. Take care of the drones. Does. Does have an IC. Doesn't bother to use that. So MCV does go down. Can rebuild, has a service depot, but that was always going to be the case. Surprised he didn't come into here. I feel like that was better. That was a gimme. He was going to lose that. So Virtus Zain should go for a chronosphere, and in response to that, Zain goes for a weather storm. The battle lab went down, so no battle lab, no force shield. 17k for Andy. These drones doing work. Pushing on the bottom side. MCV does come out. Drones still doing work. A lot of radiation for these. Nuclear missile is launched. The IC is ready. How it goes down. He's going to want to deploy this. How many does he get? Sells off the weather storm. Battle lab goes down as well. Decent value. Oh, the MCV. I mean, he could always repair that anyway. And there's a service depot. So, no super weapons on the field for Zain. He's on 17k. Andy on 15k. Has rebuilt his MCV. Really sort of messy game, this. Yeah, drones can be so frustrating. So frustrating. But good players know how to counter them pretty well. Good at using their rhinos. Their grizzlies, sorry. And maybe their rhinos to prevent them. You know, running your grizzlies over an ore patch, which slows down the drones, that sort of stuff. There's things you can do. Here come the drones. Get an elite. Get the elite. And another one. IC is now going to be ready anyway, so. And another one. IC is the MCV. Didn't actually IC the Rhino. And he's so rich. Needs more war patches though, Zain. Yeah, there was a spy, yeah. Early on there was a spy. There's flak troops and a flak crack. So IFE's coming this time, but they're again going to be exposed to the drones. Nuclear missile is going to be ready, and the IC is going to be ready shortly as well. Just going to stop this. Like, Andy's going to run. He's on 5k now. Andy for a long time was on like 11k. Was so rich. He's desperately going to run out of money soon. Gets an elite IFB, which is huge, but he's still just dying for fun. Have some free rocketeers for a flak cannon. Just one miner left on the field, so nuclear missile comes out. Just one miner. So there's an iron curtain. Needs to make him use that offensively. Defensively, sorry. Make him use that somewhere back here, ideally. NG walks to the war factory. And he'll probably spam a couple of drones out. There goes rhinos. Going to use the IC here. Please don't tell me Andy can somehow win this game, Zain. No force shield now. Oh god. IC is used. On the back side of this. There's an elite there. So once you use all 4 Harriers for the elite. Try and take that down. Use to deploy. Use all 4 Harriers. There was some 1 tick of health in the end, and does hold just about. It gives away an elite. The Rockies do take care of that. Gets an elite back, but Andy just for a second looks like he could have flipped the game on his head there. Loses a miner. Zain on 7.5k. Andy broke. Andy has 1 miner mining a dry patch, so he can't just rebuild this army again. And yeah, for a second I was really concerned that this game was going to be thrown. Zain getting paid to lose this game. IC is ready again. Just got to kill the wall factory. There's no production as I see it. Now I need to be careful of this counter push because there's nothing really back at his base. Just to bring these four grizzlies. Oh, that bunker didn't work. Really garrison bunker. Ooh. Staying on 13k. Please just keep pumping more wall factories. Hasn't got a bad lab at the minute, but doesn't really need to bother with that. Just keep going grizzlies if need be. Nuclear missile is now about to be ready again. This is incredible how Andy can just hold on like this. Andy is completely broke.
Player defeated.
And he quits. Thank fuck for that. Rick says this is painful. 7 games to 6. For the next map pick. Country swing. And he likes to take the series to the last game. Yeah, of course. Vetoed use. There's no more vetoes now for Zain. Sure, that's been free. Let me check. So, let's look for Zain. One veto. Two vetoes. Zain is fine. Andy saying you've vetoed like 10 times. Zain has vetoed just twice. Close, but just twice from my account. I'll just double check. Andy used the first veto. Same with a second. Not sure if I counted 3 then. Let me just double check. One. Yeah, it looks fine. 2. That's the third. Looks fine. Okay, so the score is 7-6. So let's go to match point.
Building captured.
Come on, Teller. The oil's on the bottom side. Look at this. with gems and all to fight for down the bottom if players wish to do so. Barracks comes down the bottom, get a ref into here. Although you don't need to build a barracks there to be able to get your ref there, but also you just need to scout it. And the ops for Zain's already ops for his barracks and power plant on the top side. So you can get a ref into here as well for this gem patch here. Lots of conning down the bottom here for Andy. Gonna look to harass on this bottom side, especially if a ref comes out down there early. I think this is a decent map up. Very decent match. Taylor Prime. All three factions can be played. Although having said that, I don't think I see too much Yuri here, but you know, I've seen him played in QM. It is a map where Soviet does start pretty wealthy. You're on 2 oils, and you start with a patch of gems and a patch of gems, so it's a rich map. Soviet can go very aggressive early on here. If we walls the MCV would be nice. Walls the oil, sorry, would be nice. We'll need the Rhino then to come in, take care of that wall. I was undeployed on the top side, probably just missed that. It doesn't land. Was an NG. So 3 miners, a Liz expansion on the bottom. That's very big for Allied. It's pretty big. Just gives Andy a lot of map control on the bottom side now. And the issue can be is that Allied gets pinned in here. Seal comes in. Could have maybe brought the seal with him. Oh, but not like that. Needed to control the seal better. The seal is shooting the rhinos. I think Andy's going to take this. This is looking really tough. Double oil goes down. Still building refs on the back of this. Is Andy. I'm going to move the MCB. I mean, Andy could just forget about this bottom part here and then just send this down the field. Just literally forget about it. If he wanted to, that is. Move the MCB. Bunker there, well, can't push into there. So it does move the MCB, but Andy just chilling here, like sitting in his base. Dazzle is now following. Thank you, Dazzle. Hope you're enjoying. Not sure what Andy's doing. It's almost like trying to make this look like it's an even game. Because Andy could just send us down the field at any point. Now he comes back to defend with a paragon and a couple of rockets, but a long time ago we could have just caught that MCV out. Onto oil. The oil would be nice. Assuming the flak cannon coming, it does. Looks like Andy's trying to potentially make this entertaining, because the game's now a lot more even than it was a minute and a half ago. Oh, flak cannon hidden there, nicely baited. Nuclear reactor comes out, gonna go for the IC then. Gives you the bottom side as well. Drone's going to come in. Doesn't get any joy just yet. Bessers are out. IC is out. Nice black cannon as well. Really wants this oil. think it's nice. Doesn't want to like take on the splash damage. Gets it. Now has got these gems. Just the one war factory. Needs to probably sort his miners out if possible. Gonna try to do the same thing again down here. Problem is Andy can just counterpunch purely. I think this is what he needs to do. He needs to pin the Soviet player in, but this is the issue that's going to come. Can he move these Rockies into position? Blacks are still okay, but the send down the field now is going to come. Rocky's getting some work done, but just sells up on here. Does have this down the bottom. Has a war factory down there. Rocky's doing loads of work. Oh, the Parpin, the Parpin. Oh, that Parpin. Gotta keep these Rockies busy. Gotta keep the Rockies busy. Gotta keep these Rockies busy. The Rockies have gotta come into here. He's T'd or use the double PP. Yeah, Rocky's in there. Blacks are now coming. He has got a service depot as well, that's the thing. So even though there's some of these are absolutely low on the back there, it does come out and push down on this side here. Gonna pin the Soviet player in, which is nice. There is an IC on the field though. Has control of this area. This double service depot is nice. So he does get the 2 wheels, but yeah, I just feel like could have got more done with his Rockies there, Zain, and could have sent back a lot fewer numbers of rhinos. Can't dive on that. Just can't dive on it. Yeah. Let's lose a few cheaply there as well. Zain has eco though, but Zain on 10k, Andy is broke. So has this patch of ore left, then he'll have to move his MCV. So gonna need to try and get some value done and then move his MCV. Get the value done from his IC. An NGIF, a couple of these would be nice now. Repair these units. IC is coming. IC is coming. Needs to try and bait this as far away as possible, although it doesn't have the numbers to go and push in to force an IC, because Andy can just keep coming without the IC. Taking care of these flak tracks would be nice though. Taking care of the flak tracks are nice, so these are no 4 shield though, so the MCV could go down and probably could take a war factory here as well. This could spell disaster. There could be a counter punch that comes. Bad Lab is out. Now comes the IC, get to the elite. Gonna have to just sacrifice his base here. And then should just defend with... Should just defend there with the Desos back at base. Get to the elite. We can get an elite back here. The back is there's drones. Let's get it. So it's got to go all in. But the drones. And it says I thought I killed your MCV earlier for some reason. So here comes the all in. Miner gets droned. Does mean he gets them. The drone. The IC's ticking down again, this issue. He's just going to IC drone. Let it, he's got to get the nuclear reactor or something. Yeah, he's going to dive all on it. It uses all the grizzlies. Needs to kill the war factory ASAP. He still has power, another nuclear reactor in the back, didn't even notice that. I don't think Zain did either. GG. GG scored. I think Andy could have finished that a long time ago, but it does say he didn't notice the MCV, so maybe that's the reason why he played around a little bit. It was a little bit closer than it should have been. But the series has ended. Thank you very much to the sponsors, NG. Theo, first time chat. Yo, Seal. How you doing, my man? You still playing a little bit yourself as well? I think you've got a RI2 World Series arranged. I think I saw web players quit straight away and